Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Poppy Wolf, and welcome back to another video. In this episode, we are covering My Hero Academia Season 5, and yes, it is time to get back into the world of Hero Society and see what's been going on with our, with good old Deku and the rest of the Class 1A gang. And this is pretty good. I'm covering the first 3 episodes of the season. I think it's 3 episodes. Yeah, first 3 episodes. I decided to wait on this before I watched it to cover it because I was like, you know what, let me let the episodes kind of pile up before I watch them. And I have to say, thank God I did, because some of these episodes, they're good. They're great when you watch them all together, but a lot of them are slow building for a lot of things. They're really building up a lot. But let's just jump right into it, what we're building up for this kind of season, because man, like we're really building up. So the first episode is really simple. The first episode is just an introductory episode. We see it's Class 1A versus the Big 3, kind of, minus Mirio. Mirio's being used as a victim or a human civilian, while the others are being used as more villains. They're portraying villains to test the Class 1A to see how good they are. And it's great to see the chemistry that all the characters have, and it's great to come this episode being like a nice comeback to episode. We get to experience everything that happens, such as we get to see how the whole class works. We have the support team, we have the reconnaissance team, we have the attacking team, the offense team, the defense team. And it's interesting how we see them all work together, and kind of they work in tangent and support the quirks that are suitable for the job and that could be beneficial for the job. And it all works well. It really does. It's a really quick, fun episode. We don't really get exposed to too much, but the one thing that we do get exposed to that I'm really excited about, I don't think it happened in the first episode, but it is a hint of what's to come, and that's the legacy that will be passed down to these generations, and what will come of like the heroes in time being. First episode really isn't too insane. There's just small stuff to like look at and be like, see, like get reintroduced to the characters, while episode 2 is really fun. This is an Endeavor heavy episode. It focuses on Endeavor's relationships with his children, of course, Fumiya being the daughter, trying to do what she can to bridge the gap between her brothers and their father. Natsuo being kind of, I don't care. Like, I gotta give it to the speech that Natsuo gives Endeavor. I'm gonna be jumping around these reviews since I got a lot to cover. I'm just gonna talk about the episode, things I liked about the episode, and things that I want to keep in mind for. So that way we can get through these reviews really quick, and we will be in time for next week when we start covering them week to week basis. But yeah, for Natsuo to be so brave to tell Endeavor to his face about, like what you've done to me, what you've done to like my little brothers and sister, and even our older brother Toya, like that's unforgivable. Like, you've done nothing but being a bad father. Just because you're the #1 hero, now people are looking at you and they're seeing you as a symbol of hope, doesn't mean we're not gonna forget what you've done to us. And it's really simple, and it's really nice to see that like they're not just forgiving their father, they still have grievances. Even Shoto is still very like, yo, like I'll admit it, like I'm proud of Endeavor. Endeavor is an amazing hero, but the father, Enji Todoroki, like I've yet to see him be a good father, but I'm willing to see him become a good father. And I think that's the very spectrum aspect of Endeavor and all his kids. While one side Fumiya and the mother are very quick to forgive because they're seeing sides of him, and they've already seen that side of change. Natsuo was on the other side of, no, like I can't forgive him for what he's done to my mom, to my brothers. Like it's disgusting. While Shoto is right in the middle. He's like, I can see why I'm still kind of mad, but I want to see him be better. I want to see him prove to me that I can call him father and not like let that word taste like dirt in my mouth. It's really interesting to see that aspect of the family bond. And we jump over to like a lot of stuff with Hawks, and explaining that Hawks is a triple agent. He's working with the hero organization to be a spy for the League of Villains, while not telling everybody else what he's doing. So he's to the villains, he's a double agent. to, of course, the Hero Society. He's being a triple agent because he's really working for them, but he's pretending to be a villain while also pretending to be a hero. It's kind of confusing, but we just know that he's playing sides for the greater good. And I'm really excited because Hawks is such an interesting character, and I really want to see what he does, and I really want to see the lengths that he's willing to cross to prove to the League of Villains that he's worthy of joining their ranks, or at least like it's very Itachi Uchiha stuff. And I'm very excited to see like how they're gonna portray that, the tragic hero or the anti-hero trope for Hawks in a sense. It's really interesting stuff, and I can only hope that they really capture it and they really kind of give us something that's not ever been done before. Prior to like what we've seen like in Naruto or other animes. But what we do see next is we see Deku, who's tired and exhausted from a week of physical training, goes to bed, and he wakes up in a dream seeing every past member of One For All. The only person he does not see is All Might, only because, of course, All Might isn't dead. But we do see all the members, and we see number one. We see the interactions between number one and One For All. And the number one user, of course, being the little brother, is cursing his brother's name. It's the sense like even though he was powerless, he was still it was still a battle of ideals between these two brothers. And even though the older brother is like, bro, like, you're weak, you're pathetic, you're fragile, he still has this sense of like, but you're my little brother and I love you, so I'm going to protect you and I'm going to keep you safe no matter what it takes. And then of course we see the part where he gives him the power, the stockpile quirk. Or it's not the stockpile quirk, stockpile quirk, when in fact we know that his quirk all along is the ability to pass on the quirk. So this is the first time we see not only like All For One give his brother the power, but we see the birth of One For All, one power for all people. Yeah. If I'm mixing it up, I'm so sorry. I'm really like trying to run through this review quick so we can cover and be up to date. But yeah, so of course Deku wakes up and then he notices that he's only using 20%, and he actually talks to number one, who says, I want to show you more, but you're only at 20% full power, and when you reach 100%, I think that's when we'll start seeing more explanations for what is everything really happening between them, or like what is the real power of One For All. And of course we jump into episode 3 where we pick off last, where Deku is realizing, oh, like I was talking to the people and I broke my window by accident because I was actually in my full. He was using the power already. He talks to All Might. All Might tells him like, that's understandable, I've seen the members before. But then he explains that he actually talked to them, and All Might is kind of stumped because I never talked to the past vestiges before. This is interesting that Deku for the first time is the one who's able to communicate with them, kind of hinting that Deku is gonna have the ability to constantly know, like he's gonna be able to talk to like Nana and all of them, and being there is kind of once he learns like more about the history of One For All, they're going to be able to advise him on how to use the quirk best. And they have a little fun moment where Deku mentions, oh, she's really pretty, All Might, and All Might kind of blushes like, yeah, she really was, wasn't she? It kind of paints to the fact that like to All Might, like Nana wasn't just more than a master or his predecessor. It was kind of like his mother figure in a sense, someone that he respected more than anything. And that's very interesting since her grandson is Shigaraki. So All Might kind of has this kind of like uncle, kind of like nephew kind of relationship with Shigaraki, to the point where he's like, I want to protect this kid, or if I was there to protect him, maybe things could have been different. But of course we all know that All For One is the one who found him and turned him into a villain. Yeah, the series, it goes on. We see Class 1A versus Class 1B. We see Shinzo, his storyline of him trying to become a hero now, and he has to be on both teams in the fight. And it kind of ends with the first fight in the tournament. Nothing really too much. There really isn't anything like substantial happening. It's just very My Hero stuff, and I'm really excited to see where the episode goes. Everything, like I said, My Hero is very impressive. There's a lot of stuff I really wanted to cover more, but because I wanted to speed this up so we have time to like do it week to week, we'll be more in depth. I just wanted to talk about the stuff I really did enjoy in these past 3 episodes. All in all, guys, I really hope you guys enjoy this, because I'm really excited to see what's coming for My Hero. It's a lot of setup right now, but I'm sure it's starting a little slow, but I'm sure once it picks up, we won't be disappointed. Anyways, guys, if I had to rate all episodes equally, I would say episode 1 was like a 7. Episode 2 was kind of an 8, and episode 3 is still like a 7. Like, there's nothing too impressive at these past episodes, but some of them they have pretty good stuff and pretty good setup. I can only hope that as the season continues, we're gonna get more and more. But anyways, guys, this is your boy Poppy Wolf saying peace out, y'all. Thank you so much, and we'll be back to cover it week to week basis. Again, this is Poppy Wolf saying peace out, y'all. Remember, 1,000 subscribers.